This is News You Can Use.
Over the last several weeks, we've endeavored to answer the question on every real estate agent, loan officer, and American consumer's mind. When will we see improvement on mortgage interest rates? The short answer is soon. We discussed the causes of inflation and how the Federal Reserve attempts to squelch it with interest rate hikes. We also shared the good news that their efforts, though painful, are working. You see, the Federal Reserve has a dual mandate: full employment and 2% inflation targets. Inflation reached 9.1% in June of 2021, launching the Federal Reserve on its most aggressive series of rate hikes ever. So all eyes were on the August 4th jobs report and the August 10th CPI report as key indicators to whether the Federal Reserve will finally hit pause on their interest rate hiking campaign and even begin to consider lowering rates in the near future. The August 4th jobs report came in at 187,000 new jobs, keeping unemployment around 3.5%. Check the box. This figure was right in line with what the Fed was hoping to see. Too many new jobs would create increased demand in the marketplace and thus perpetuate an inflationary environment to continue. Last Thursday's CPI, Consumer Price Index report, was also promising, showing only a monthly increase of 0.2%, bringing the yearly rate of inflation to 3.3%. Again, the Federal Reserve has a target of 2% year-over-year inflation. 3.3% is much closer to 2 than 9.1, where we were 15 months ago. So back to the million-dollar question. When can we expect relief in the mortgage interest rate market? Our go-to source for housing market forecasting is Doug Duncan, the Senior Vice President and Chief Economist for Fannie Mae. He and his team currently predict that we're at the peak of interest rates, and they should begin to steadily decline through the next year, dropping below 6% in the fourth quarter of 2024. Historically, it takes a recession to combat inflation, and inflation are accompanied by significant unemployment. Although it's been a painful season, it is now looking more likely than ever that our economy might just pull off a pretty impressive feat, combating inflation and winning the war without a prolonged and painful recession, allowing more of our neighbors and friends to remain employed. It's too early to start popping the champagne, but you might want to go on ahead and put some on ice. And that is good news, and it's news you can use.